The purpose of this video is to explain the public relations process. And what's involved in the public relation process depends on who you ask. Everyone who writes a textbook, it seems, comes up with a different way to explain the process. Some people like to explain it as an ongoing circle. Others bust it into four component parts of research, planning, implementation, and analysis. And some put processes that are quite complicated to understand. The common bond between all of these explanations of the public relations process is that it starts and ends with research. You may have learned the public relations process as RCPE or ROPE as an acronym because the traditional public relations process has step 1, research, step 2, planning, step 3, communication, and step 4, evaluation. And what's really happening at these stages in the public relations process is we are asking questions. In the research phase, we're asking what's happening now and who is our audience, trying to understand the situation. In the planning stage, we ask what do we want to accomplish and what should our message be. In the communication stage, we ask how do we communicate and motivate action. And finally, in the evaluation stage, we ask were our efforts effective. A case study will help us understand the public relations process. In this case study, the problem was teenage smokers in New Jersey. And the key public was teenagers between 13 and 17 years old. And the desired action outcome was less teenage smoking. So the communicators in this case started the process with research, and they wanted to understand who is our audience and who do they listen to and what are other communicators saying and what is their current smoking behavior. And based on their understanding of the situation, they moved on to the planning stage where they wrote objectives. And their objectives were to reduce teenage smoking by 20%, to get 5,000 teens to join their Rebel Club, and to increase awareness of Rebel among New Jersey teens and the public. And the Rebel Clubs were opportunities for teenagers to talk to each other and to do shout-outs about big tobacco initiatives. And in the communication stage, they developed a website where teenagers could communicate with each other. It was very dynamic and had lots of musical elements included in it. They gave opportunities for students to do public displays such as that parade float, opportunities for students to work together in small groups and in larger public forums and events. And as a set, they had a group of communication tactics that appealed to their audience with a message that was appropriate. And on to the fourth stage, evaluation. Well, were their efforts effective? Based on those objectives presented earlier, you'll see that New Jersey exceeded national percentages in reducing smoking among teenagers, so it was effective. Whereas they wanted 5,000 Rebel members, they actually got 5,700, and associated with their awareness objective, they counted media impressions. So as a set, they followed the whole process of research, planning, communication, and evaluation. And this is how it all came together, a case study to describe the public relations process. So what is the public relations process? Well, it's not publicity, and it's not one public relations stunt or an event. The public relations process is a thoughtful, regimented procedure where questions are asked and answered to achieve a communication goal. I hope this presentation has helped explain what is the public relations process.